Okay, so we have another question. So here it is asking, let me first write the question number. So this one is question number 3. So what is the square root of negative 26 times the square root of negative 13? According to question, it should be negative square root of 26 times negative square root of 13. You just need to find the product for that. So for this, what I will tell you first that square root of -1 is nothing but I. Basically, it is a complex term, or iota. It is also called as iota, and some people also write this I as j also. So that is absolutely your choice, like whether you want to write it like I or j or anything else. The end goal is that it will be equal to negative of root 1. Now I will write um, -1 times 26 for the first one, and for the second one also I'll just write -1 times 13. So basically I'm just separating the -1 term from the original number. Basically I just wanted to take this -1 and I'm just going to separate this so that this part or this number inside the square root becomes a real number and we can go for prime factorization. So now I will write again, this will be square root of -1. I'll just separate these square roots. So this is square root of 26 and times again square root of -1 times square root of 13. Now what I will do, I can substitute this square root of -1 as I, and then I'll just go for the multiplication of this square root of -1 and this square root of -1. But instead of going for that, like this is the kind of approach we can follow just to increase the number of steps. But instead of increasing the number of steps, I'll just go with the direct. So I'll just multiply this square root of -1 times this square root of -1, and this will be times negative of 1. And now I will write square root of 26 times square root of 13. Now after multiplication of these two numbers, I'll just get -1. So basically, um, if I go for the -1, yeah, so I can just go for this. So basically there is a contradiction also here. So if I take the, like, I'll just tell you in the example. So if I just do this square root of -1, and if I write whole square, and if first I operate this square for this -1, then this will become square root of 1, and then square root of 1 is nothing but 1, so it will become a positive term. But if we, instead of operating this square root of this square for -1, if I operate this square root first, then I will get -1. So in this case I will get a negative number, in this case I'll get a positive one. So this is a kind of contradiction which people can have. So like it is completely your choice whether you want to follow this or you want to follow this. Like normally if I have substituted this negative square root of 1 as I, then I square is equal to -1 only. So according to that, I should have my final answer should be in the negative. But if we just go for the direct, like if we go for direct number multiplications, if in so that in so in that case I'll just get positive number. but yeah, that is completely your choice. I'll go with the I, because like I is like this is not a normal mathematics. This is complex number mathematics of complex numbers. So sometimes we have to give them a special kind of treatment. So I'll just go for with this one, or the I square one. So here I'll just write square root of this as 1, and now I'm going to work with these numbers. So I will have square root of 26 times square root of 13. Now I can clearly see that 13 is a prime number, so I cannot split this 13 in terms of factors of prime number. Basically 13 will be just 13 into 1. For this region I will use different color. Let's just go with purple. So 13 is nothing but 13 into 1, but 26 is not a prime number. So if we do the prime factorization of 26, then I will get 2 ones are 3s are, then 13 is a prime number. So I can write 26 as 26 as 2 into 13, and yeah, again into 1, but this one is not going to count. So I'll just write -1 times square root of 26 is 2 times 13 times square root of 13. Now I'll just split the square roots. So this will be -1 times square root of 2 times square root of 13 times square root of 13, and I'll just combine these two terms. So square root of 13 times square root of 13 will become 13. 2, we do not have another 2 here, another square root of 2, so this square root of 2 will be left alone. So this will become -1 times 13 times square root of 2. So hence my final answer will be square root of -26 times square root of -13 will be -13 square root of 2. Let's just cross check with this solution given here. So they have taken this, then we know that I square is -1. So I will be square root of -1. Then, so yeah, they have followed the substitution. They have actually substituted this negative square root of 1 as I. So in the case of complex mathematics of complex number, we do have to follow we do have to give them a special kind of treatment. So yeah, correct solution. Nice work. Yeah, so the solution given here was correct, and I'll just say the solution was correct.